Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of a Walkie brand. This is the rechargeable Walkie Talkies for adults, long-range portable FRS two-way radios with included batteries, 22 channels. Now, there's a lot of features on these radios, so I'm gonna attempt to show all the features. You can see they're really unique because they have this beautiful color. Each one's different. I really like the way they look. They have a really nice feel to them also. Now, included is rechargeable batteries, and you just put them in just like you'd expect, where you put the tab on the tab portion and the flat part goes on that extended tab just like that. And then each one of these has their own cover. That cover goes right just like that and locks in place, very simple. Then you can see right there, there is a place for the included piece right there that locks into place, and that allows you to use this on your pants pocket or your shirt pocket. Really nice. Now there is a little opening right there, and that is so that you can place these nice straps that they've included, and these straps go around your neck. Very simple to use. And then they have this unique little button that you can push to release them, so you can leave this on the radio. So you loop that through right there, and then you can keep that right on the radio, and then just attach this when you want to and have this around your arm or your shoulder. So it includes 4 of those along with the 4 radios. It has a USB 1.5 amp USA plug on there, and then it has a USB port included, and they have a nice charger cable that has 3 charger ports on there. Not sure why it doesn't have 4, but it has 3, so you can charge 3 at a time, and then when it gets complete, you could then charge the 4th one. Now these are all fully charged. It's very simple to charge them. I'm going to show you. You plug this into 120 volts. Then you got the 3 on here. And then you take the radio, and on the bottom right here, there's 2 ports. There is a charge port and a headphone port right there. Let me just put a little more light on there. So there's your charge port, and there's a headphone port. The headphone port to be used for typical headphones you can buy online. And it has a little built-in microphone in that headphone right there. It's a mini plug. So there, plugs in right there. And on the top right there, on the display, there is a little indicator that will blink and slowly move left to right, and right now you can see it's fully charged. It stops blinking, and that's your charge indicator on there. Very simple to use. Now let's go over some of the features of this radio. It has a Vox or voice operated setting, so that you can just talk and not have to push any button, or you just use a normal button right there, press to talk. And you hear that little beep right there. That is the ROG. It's selectable. You can turn it on and off. That's that Roger beep. These do have battery saving technology, so when they're not being used for a certain number of minutes, they will lower the power down to save your batteries. They also have the indicator on there that I showed for charging, and that indicator also is there for your battery power, to let you know how much is left in the system. Now this has privacy codes, and there's a total of 121. There's 2 ways that you could transmit on these for privacy. There's a CT-CSS and a DCS. DCS is a digital version, and there's 83 channels with that, and the 38 is for the CT-CSS, which is an analog system that allows you to The DCS systems, the digital data, as I mentioned, and everything's encoded digital. The other one's analog. They both give you privacy, so that when you have them set to the same channel and the same sub-channel, it gives you privacy then. The display is backlit on there, so you see when you go to use it, there is an LED. It's hard to see because I have the studio lights on there, but I could show you right there that it does light up. That gives you ability to use these in a totally dark environment, which is nice. It has other features like scanning the channels. It will scan the sub-channels also. There's a scan button there, and it'll wait for a transmission to lock on, so that if you don't know what channel the other person's on or sub-channel, it will lock onto that using that function. It has a call alert, which is this button right here. And that way the person's alerted to get the radio out of their pocket or purse or wherever, and then know that you want to talk with them. There's a low battery indication. That thing will start blinking. There's an auto squelch circuit inside here, so that it will have a certain level of volume before it'll kick on, and that way you don't have to hear a lot of noise, which is nice. The microphone is located right there, and that is the speaker right there. Anytime you want to change the volume, there's an up and down button, and you could hit that button right there and it says volume, and you could decrease it or increase it, which is nice. Real simple to use. To turn the unit on, you just hold the menu button down like that, and that turns the unit on. Then it comes on the display for a short amount of time. Now this does have weather radio and weather radio alerts. If you hold the scan button down, it will then go to the weather radio, and you want to pick a frequency or a channel where you actually, like right there. So you want to pick a channel that it picks up, so that you actually can use that for the alerts. So we can turn that off. So that's nice. So you find that channel that works, keep it on that channel, and then you can go by holding the scan button down. You then can have that weather radio. And then if you have the radio on, if alert comes in like a tornado or a storm, it will come out automatically. So that's also a really nice feature. These are also lightweight and palm size. They're only 3.1 ounces, which is nice. There's 10 different call tone settings that you have a choice of, so that you could have it unique. And if you want to have this one sound different than the other one, that people know who's there, this could be, you know, your son, your daughter, friend, whatever, you can set that up also on the display. The display is small, so I can't really videotape that too easily, but on the display there, in the manual, they do break down the display, and they do show you in there what all those display things are and how to get those various things like the scanning I mentioned. So it is in the manual because it's hard for me to videotape this, but there are indicators on there of all these different functions. I wanted to show you when you get the radios that this is the clip for your pants or your shirt or pocket, and there's the hole that put the lanyard on. But if you want to remove this, there is a button on the top right there. The camera's picking that up. You see that button right there? So you want to take that button and push it towards the outside, and then this will slide right off. That's also how you get to your battery compartment. All you do is push that tab right there. Right, there's a tab. You push that towards the antenna, and then you lift, and then it allows you to get access to the battery compartment and close it just like that. And then this slides right back on and locks in place. Very simple and effective. So here's a close-up on one of the radios I want to show you. So again, the studio lights are really bright, but you can see when you hit the menu button, you have a choice of the two different sub-frequencies on there. You see it has the first one there and then the second one there. Then you have the voice control, you can turn that off. There's just a lot of functions on here that you could change or turn on and off. Make sure that you're on the same modulation type. You can see right there, it has a modulation there. It's showing on that display, it's actually showing the DCS, the digital version on it, which I prefer. And then you notice that second number there, the 10, that's important too, so make sure that the other radio has that same number on there so that you can communicate. So if I turn on this other radio, let me turn on another radio here, and you could see that I have channel 3, but I have 33 as the sub channel for the privacy. So I want to change that to match this, because right now if I talk, it doesn't communicate. So let me go through this menu, and you see how it blinks. There's the that continues the up and down right there. That's up. Let's go to down. You can hold it to go faster. And let's go to 10. So now I have the DCS is the same in both of them, and the sub frequency is 10. Now if I go to talk, testing 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm so close, I'm going to get feedback. And then you hit the call button. So now they're set on the same frequency and the same sub frequency. This the 10 matches, and both DCS modulation. And I should be able to call. That's calling it, and then I should be able to talk too. And again, I'm so close. Testing 1, 2, 3. You're going to get feedback, but it does work, as I'm going to demonstrate it. So now I'm going to go in my car, and I'm going to bring one of these radios and have my wife with the other radio inside the house. I'm going to go in my car and just do a general range test of this radio. Okay, I'm going to be talking to my wife. I'm in the car, and I'm going to zero out my mileage, and we're going to be communicating, testing the range. Now in the car it is metal, so it does affect range, and I'm not going to be going directly one direction. I'm going kind of in a couple different directions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the call button. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so she was able to hear me. Let me put my seatbelt on. Normally Walkie Talkies with this power get a couple blocks away at least in the car. This is the test. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
This is the test. I'm further away. Can you still hear me? So you can see it's breaking up at about 8 blocks, 7 blocks away.
I can still hear you. I heard you say that it was about 7 or 8 blocks away.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for these radios. So what do I think about the Walkie brand? The rechargeable walkie-talkies for adults. I like this product. I like the colors they chose, and the feel of this feels really good. Has an included charger and cables, all the straps that you're going to need, and more importantly, it has the batteries on every one of these. And rechargeable is nice. You don't have to worry about changing batteries. So this is a really solid product. I tested the range, as you saw, and it was just as I expected. I got about a mile in my car, and that's what most of these operate on, the power level. So I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating on my channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll alert to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.